ask an uncle, ask an auntie. Now the first question comes from Surani, who asks, Ane, auntie and uncle, pretty please advise on how to answer the question. So when are
you getting married?
Now, darling, you need to remember that aunties and uncles are not asking this to pressure you into marriage. They are merely trying to remind you that you may die alone, but they are doing it with love.
Now, Surani, very simple solution to this child here. I like to call this one a Sri Lankan leg glance. You see, when the auntie asks you the question, what you do is you say, Ane, auntie, I don't know, but can I say, what a lovely sari you're wearing. You see how I did that? You see, when the ball comes, what you do is you stand here and just tuck like this, gently put a leg glance. Suddenly the ball is racing to a boundary in a conversation about saris.
And not only saris, you can do this diversion with, say, auntie, have you brought your famous love cake? Auntie, did you hear the gossip about so and so?
4 runs.
4 runs. Next
Fantastic.
question. Amin asks, dear auntie and uncle, how can I convince my non-Lankan friends that Sri Lanka's World Cup win in 1996 was the ultimate sporting moment?
Now, Amin, let me stop you there, son. I have never heard a more paka question than this one. Now, let us compare these great sporting events, you ask her. Okay, now these Chicago Bulls, this Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls.
Chicago.
He won some 6 championships. Okay, not bad.
Not bad.
But in that team, they had no Mutaya Muralitharan, no?
What is the point?
What is the point? Now, what about this Muhammad Ali? Bugger could float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Here, we also had a butterfly in our team. Arjuna Ranatunga. That fellow was so light on his feet, man. You want to talk about bees? What about Kalvita Rana?
Yes.
Small fellow, he stung the opposition every time he came and bloody hammered the fellow. Don't come to entertain these stupid questions, son. No other sporting team has ever defined a nation like the 1996 World Cup team in Sri Lanka. I'm very angry. Now this Charisha asks, can you recommend a healthy diet for growing Sri Lankan children in their late 20s?
This is the best and most recommended diet, okay? Start your morning off with a lovely light kiribat full of coconut milk. Then don't forget to wash it down with a lovely glass of Ceylon tea. But make sure you don't put regular milk, huh? No. Put a nice dollop of condensed milk to really bring the flavor out. Lunchtime, you want to have a nice biryani, preferably wrapped up in one of those lovely banana leaf, because that makes sure all the oil really seeps through and keeps all inside the packet so that you don't miss any oil whatsoever. Then after that, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of milk toffee, and then sleep for about 3 or 4 hours.
Quick cat nap.
Then you get up just in time for dinner, which you can have either your choice of hoppers or maybe string hoppers.
Egg hoppers?
Egg hoppers also, very good. And afterwards you have a nice spot of dessert, preferably some chocolate biscuit pudding.
Watalapan, darling.
Watalapan also you can.
Now, darling, all this talk of food is making me hungry. Do you have the chickpea curry?
You want me to warm it for you?
Yes, please.
Okay, darling, one minute.
Aneeq
had a question. I'm a bit shy to read it, but dear uncle and auntie, I, like every other bloody Sri Lankan, use the word bloody after every bloody word in every bloody sentence. My question is, A, why is the word so bloody Sri Lankan? And B, why can we use it for every bloody thing?
Long bloody question, but a good one. Now, let me give you a quick history lesson, Anika. Now, there was a fellow by the name of Siripala. This dates back to 1734, many years ago, long before your time. Now, Siripala, I think he lived on Gaul Road.
Yes.
And this bugger had a very small bladder.
Yes.
Right? Bugger used to drink quite a lot. So now, Siripala's bladder was always full. You see, bladder was full. So all the time, the fellow buggers would say, Siripala's bladder is full, bladder full. Some idiot misheard this as bloody fool.
Then tell about the brother from the estates.
So, Siripala had a brother named Ananda. Now, Ananda also had a small bladder, also used to drink quite excessively. Bugger used to climb these coconut trees, and it doesn't matter, he's dead and gone now, no. So, now Ananda's bladder was full. Some idiot also misheard it that another bloody fool. You see, Siripala's bladder full is a bloody fool. Now Ananda's bladder full is another bloody fool. So every Tom, Dick and Harry became a bloody fool in Sri Lanka. You see, now this is now part of our custom, part of our heritage and history.
Yes. So Aneeq, I hope that clears it up for you. And as Ameena said, we are so sorry, but we simply couldn't get to all the questions.
So many
But
questions.
we read all of them. Thank you so much for
Fantastic.
submitting. We'll do another video like this soon.
Definitely,
So don't forget to subscribe.
I was talking with Percy Vijay, and don't you know these? Sorry. Had to
I
say
thought
Percy
he
Vijay.
died. I thought Percy has died.
Bugger died, no? Excuse me. These bloody computers, they bloody put up into the cloud, man. Don't you know? No wonder my bloody internet doesn't work. All my bloody emails are wet.
Then
Yeah, I was talking to this Percy.
Percy.
I was talking
To the Percy, baby. Excuse me.
Excuse me.